No. So 2 yellow hexagons is the largest pieces that you can use for her is 2. Good. Put that one extra one back in your bucket. Just the one extra one that you picked. Or if you were a 1 person, you need to put the 2 back. The next thing I want to find out is how many blue parallelograms did you use? So you need to count your blue parallelograms. Anthony, how many blue parallelograms did you use?
3.
3. Adam?
3.
Sean?
4.
Danny?
7.
Felicity?
7.
Jesse?
4.
4. Brian?
6.
6.
2.
2.
3.
3? Katie? 4. 2. Lydia? 5. We have another one in between. Alicia, how many? 6. 6.
4.
4.
2.
2. Say it. 5. 4. How many? 1. Now I have a question for you. I want you to look at Kelly Kangaroo. What?
4.
Well, you got to listen when I ask. I want you to look at Kelly Kangaroo, and I want you to look, what is the most blue parallelograms were used? What are the most? How many, Shane?
4.
4 is the highest number up there? You look across, I think there's a number higher than 4. In this list over here? Come on, Shane. What's that number? 7. Somebody. Huh? In other words, 2 people used 7. I want you to look at your Kelly Kangaroo. Do you think you could make Kelly Kangaroo with more than 7? Think so? Take out those blue parallelograms and let's see how many blue parallelograms can you make cover Kelly Kangaroo. You might have to work together because you might not quite have enough blue parallelograms.
9. Before Adam gets before Adam gets put mine down. Okay, here. I'm taking it back. Oh yeah, well you have to pick that up.
You're having a problem? Why are you having a problem? You're having fun. Well, that's good. Are we out of blue parallelograms here? You may have to go together and make just one. Maybe the 2 of you get together and make one. Good. How about that? You both came out with the same amount. How many did you come up with? 18. You finished? How many? How many? Yes, I do want you to count.
I used about 1 million so far. 1,000,001, 1,000,002, 1,000,003, 1,000,004, 1,000,005. I need one more.
I think we have to turn this just a little bit. What am I doing here? There we go. Okay. Kind of hard. It's so cold in here to move them. All right. It's, huh? Roger, what? What happened? It doesn't matter. Plastic, wood. Come on, Katie. Okay, you should be finished. Let's go.
I just knocked mine out.
What? My question to you is, how many blue parallelograms could you use to cover Dea? 18. Did anyone come up with something more than 18? Anybody come up with less than 18? Now, you told me you could only use two of the yellow hexagons, but you could use 18 blue parallelograms. Can someone explain to me why? Why could I only use 2 of the yellow hexagons, but I could use 18 of the parallelograms? How come, Alicia? They're smaller, aren't they? They can be fit tighter. What do you think the amount would be if I asked you to use the tan rhombuses? Do you think it would be more than 18 or less than 18?
More.
Take a look at that tan rhombus. Look at the size. You would use less than 18 of those? Well, Jimmy, I want you to sit down and I want you to cover yours and you tell me how many you think that that's going to come up with. All right, what we're going to do now is I'm going to come around and collect Kelly Kangaroo. But we're going to end up with some other things. Let's go. All right. A what?
The letter that starts its name
N? Sure. Do you remember the rules, boys and girls, about when we do science experiments? If you cannot pay attention and you cannot do as instructed, what happens? Besides messing up, what ends up happening? Roger. You've got to find out what the directions, and worse than that, what? You don't know what to do, and worse than that, you don't get to do it. So if you can't settle down, then instead of doing it with pattern blocks, I will just give you pencil and paper, and you'll have to draw it in. And that's not half as much fun. If you can't be appropriate, that's what has to happen. Now, what is going to happen next is I will go around and give to your table. I'll wait for these people who are not following directions to do so. Thank you. I'm going to come around and give you a packet of animals for your table. What I need for you to do is you need to pick any animal. I want you to cover your animal with the most blocks that you possibly can. And then I want you to record that most blocks. I'll be giving you a piece of paper. You're going to write the name of the animal, and you're going to tell me how many are the most blocks that you could cover it with. In other words, tell me all the blocks. Then I want you to remove those blocks, and then you're going to recover the animal with the least amount of blocks. Is everybody clear on that? What are you going to do? What are you going to do, Jesse? With the least amount of blocks. So, when you get the packet, take the paper clip off. You may not use Kelly Kangaroo, by the way. Well, did you find out? You're not finished, young man. I want you to cover that. That is your job right now. Take it off. Take this off, and you guys have to find a picture. Find a picture. Let's go. Find one that you like. Put the rest with the paper clip on it. You are choose. What are you supposed to do? Choose one animal that you're going to use right now. Okay, Katie, which animal are you going to use? Sit down and cover it with the most, and you need to record the name of your animal. I don't know. What is that for?
Oh, yeah.
You tell me what it's for.
Put the weight and the least on it.
And what else are you going to have to put on that? The name of your animal. You need to put the name on the animal and the least and the most.
So write the number
Each individual kind that you used. First you want to cover it with the least and then the most. Put your name of your animal down. You need to hurry up and find one because we're not going to spend the rest of the day on this. So you need to come up with one and get ready. You have two things that you need to do, least and most. Whichever you choose to do first.
Alright, this is Walker. You got him. Go.
Is that the least or the most? That's the most. So you need to write down Rhonda Rabbit. You need to write down most. And you need to list all the different ones.
Can I look at line in the center for most and then put least?
That would be fine. You should be long finished with this.
I went past 18, so I know.
Well, it shouldn't take that long to stick them on there. Let's go. Least and most. What are you working on?
I'm looking at
Most. Now, you explain to me what if I want most, the most blocks, what should I be using? Why the triangles?
With those, you can't do that. That's what I'm learning.
I can't?
Use the white ones.
Well, which shapes should I be using if I want to find the most pattern blocks, do you think? Would I use the yellow hexagon? Why not? So what kind of blocks would I be looking for? The smallest. So you want to start with the smallest that you can possibly start. What are you trying to show? The most or the least? We are not just covering it, Adam. We're trying to find either the most or the least. The least. Are there any blocks that are smaller than that? So if I want to find, or you're doing least, so is there a block that I can trade this in for that would make less? I am not happy with this table, am I? And you explain to me why? Why? Why am I not happy? What's going on? Rather than working, you're being too silly and you're not going to get this project finished. So let's do it now. Is that the most that you think you can do? Put down Maggie Monkey. Come on, get your pencil out. This isn't just playtime anymore. We're not in 3rd grade. We need to do some other things. Beth, if you don't have a pencil, go up to my cup and get one. Let's go.
All you have to do
Good. Is this going to be most or least, Alicia? Least amount of blocks, okay? So you're going to start by using which kind of blocks? As many as the which kind of blocks? If I want the least amount of blocks on here. Yeah, so see how many of those you can fit on first. That's right. Good, now you're going to try to make the next big size, okay. Are you trying to make the least or the most?
most.
The most blocks you can use, okay. Let me look at this block. Can you exchange that block with something that would give you more?
Hey, look it. I got one.
All right, and that's the most blocks or the least blocks? You think this is made with the... That's the most blocks I can use. I can't make it any more blocks in there. I couldn't change these in and get more blocks?
Yeah.
Sure I could. So this is made with the how many blocks? Least. So you need to write the animal's name down. Leo Lion. You're going to write down most. And now you're going to tell me 3 yellow. You're going to tell me how many of each block you used. You have it all written down? Okay. Which one is this what? This is what?
A spider. These are 8 whites and 8 reds.
All right, so you're calling this what? The most or the least?
The most.
This is the most. So put under the most 1 yellow, 8 red, 8 white.
No, isn't it 1 yellow for least? Because that's the least.
No, oh, no, you misunderstood. What I want you to do is cover the spider using the most blocks and then cover the spider again using the least amount of blocks.
Oh, okay.
So this is probably covering the spider using the least or fewest. Maybe I should have said the word fewest number of blocks.
Then do you mean like I see how many least are here and then do I do it over again?
That's right. So this would be with the least amount of blocks. You have 1 yellow, no, under the least, not the most. 1 yellow. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red. No, it's all under least. And 8 white or tan. Now, you might not be able to change these, but you can trade these in for something for more blocks. How can you trade them in for more?
Have a nice time, Todd.
Well, how many did you find here?
27.
So are you going to be able to use more of these or less of these? Why are you going to use more of these than those?
Because they're smaller.
They're smaller. Look, if we put these right on top, what do we find?
Those are smaller.
Yeah, they're a lot smaller, aren't they? Matter of fact, almost 2 of these to 1 of these. So it should be almost twice as many. Okay. We got him covered yet?
Yeah.
Are you using the least amount of blocks or the most amount of blocks? Yeah, least? Okay. And then record, write the word least and record all the blocks. Okay, did you get him covered with the most? Now wait a minute. Where's your most? Oh, no, no, no. You have to tell me all what they are. So tell me how many green, how many orange, how many tan. You weren't listening, were you? Quickly. We have about 5 minutes left. Good job. Are you covering it with the most or the least? Right. He took all the green ones. Yeah, that's it. You almost have to be working together where one is doing most and one is doing least, or else. You may let Roger have some, sure. That would be good. Are you trying now to cover it with the most or the least? No, you already did the most. Now we want to cover it with the...
But that was only the least.
This was the least, then why did you write the word most up here? You have to write the word least if it's the least amount of blocks you could use. Okay, this is the least and this is the most, and you've got them all separated out.
I'm not even done with my
All right, is there someone that has both their least and their most done? Well, you don't have your most done, so. All right. Where is your least and your most?
This is my most.
Oh, no, no, no. You have to tell me which of the 28 blocks. You have to tell me how many are yellow, how many are green, how many are blue. Did you tell me how many of each? Okay. You did Ernie Elephant. Okay, you find Ernie Elephant. Write the name, Rhonda Rabbit. Great. You're going to get Ernie Elephant. You're going to see if you can do it and cover it with that and that. Whoops. Here's Rhonda Rabbits. You're going to pull out Danny Rhonda Rabbit, and you're going to see if you can cover Rhonda Rabbit with exactly what she has told you she can do. You're going to take these off, and you're going to find out what's the most blocks you can use. Well, see how many whites you can cover.
Now do I do this one for the most?
Now you see how many, how many are the most. Wait a minute. Can I get any more blocks than just 2 for that center one?
Do you want me to get more than 28 or 28?
No, I want you to see if you can do it exactly the way he said he did it.
This one's going to be hard.
It gets very hard.
I'm making this one my most because I am not going to go through that again.
I think you can even get more blocks than that, though.
Oh, thank you.
No, thank you. All right. Is there anything else that you could have made more? Maybe. Let's see.
You think this is going to take you forever? I got to cover this thing again.
Okay. Lydia, what are you finished? Oh. All right. Which one did you do? I need somebody else. Who else is almost finished? Okay. Take another animal and see if you can cover it. We're not going to be able to get this totally finished today. Okay, you did this with that and that. That's all you used? One parallelogram and one rhombus?
11 rhombus.
And that's it? The whole thing was covered with just those two?
No, I'm putting down one.
Oh, all right. Count them all out. You did both?
Yep.
All right, what I want you to find is find the turtle.
Oh, wait,
See
I
if you...
messed up. I have to put...
All right. You take out the turtle and see if you can cover it with what they said. Lydia, find Wanda Walrus. And see if you can.
Nice, 38 triangles for the most.
Whoa, baby. How many greens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Of course, it's going to be the back one. Huh?
There's 10,
Does anybody have Wanda Walrus?
11.
Nope.
Maybe she's in here.
No. These needed to be put back together. Ah, there you go. See if you can make it. When the lights are off, I need your attention. What I need now is to find out from you how many people covered the animal and have recorded at least either the most or the least. Is there anybody that did not get their animal recorded at least one way? Who did not get their animal recorded one way? Get going. The rest of you, listen carefully. If you have recorded your animal that way, let's see, Lydia's, that goes to Anthony. Danny, okay, here's Danny's. You're not talking because the lights are out. The lights are out. What I need you to do is on your paper, you have recorded your animal name. You have recorded how many of each block, each colored block, right, you used. What I want you to do now is to put your name. Jessica, you are not following directions. You need to put your name on that piece of paper. On that piece of paper, make sure the animal name is there. The next thing I'm going to ask you when I turn the lights back on is you need to put all your pattern blocks back in the bucket.